what it really does for me is like putting my journey with it, in contrast to that of yours. It really makes me grateful that I didn't have to question it that much.
Yeah. Okay.
That for me, it was enough for me to just sort of understand that I wasn't going to understand it, and to really be okay with leaving some things as a question mark, and so to hear your journey in contrast to my own, even though again, like my own journey was, I think for me, the struggle was not believing in it, but trusting it.
Okay.
And so I always had this notion that there was something bigger and more grand, but that didn't mean that I was ready to like put all of my faith into it,
Right.
and to turn my will and my life over to it. And for me, that was the real struggle. Is like, okay, wait a minute. Like, what is that? What do you mean? Like, just turn my will and my life over to this concept,
Could I get a phone call? Where do I set up an appointment for this?
Do I like write a letter? Like, how does that even work? And it's still something that I can struggle with today. Like, what does that even mean to like turn my will and my life over? And like, for me, like a good reminder is, it's something that I say in a daily prayer, which is like, your will, God, not mine, be done. And it means for me that, I'm not in charge, and there is something, that has a better idea of what I need than what I think.
Right.
And, I can put some trust in that. And I think, for me now, even at this stage of the game, here I am, 6.5 years sober. And I was actually talking to my sponsor about this the other day because, I'm like juggling some financial things at the moment. And I'm like, I think it becomes difficult to know like where I say, okay, God, I have faith in you that you'll get me through this, and also not let that be an excuse to be lazy, and also like take the appropriate action while trusting that there is a, God of my own understanding that's looking out for me.
Right.
And I think that that's sort of what the struggle might be today. But I'm extremely grateful that God is at least a part of the conversation now, right?
Sure.
That I have this higher power that at least is entered into the fold, that I'm conscious of, that I, make an effort to maintain a relationship with, because the minute that I start thinking that it's just me and that Cameron and Cameron's ego can run the show, I screw it up.
Yeah.
I screw it up every time, and nobody around me is safe. And so, so that's been a lot of what my journey is with that higher power. And so I'm just really, I'm just sitting here, with a lot of gratitude that I didn't have to quite go to the magnitude of, and the depths that you did. Not that your journey was bad. Obviously it's your journey,
okay.
but